Welcome to my channel, Living Your Best Life, and I'm Cindy Smaha. We're starting a series called Generosity. And generosity isn't all about money. Generosity can come in the form of your time, your talents, your abilities, your stuff, and your heart. And that's just what a good friend of mine, Lou, does. Before we get into the video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right next to it so you'll be notified of all my future uploads. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it with others. Keep on watching. Well, thank you, Lou, for inviting me over, and I'm so happy to be with you here. And thank you for also agreeing to let me interview you. And the reason why I want to interview you is, one, we've known each other now, 6-7 years, and we met at church, and you were the guy over in the corner that had the cookies, and you're always so friendly and saying hello and stuff, and so we just started conversation and talking, and every week I had to stop by and talk to Lou, do my hello tour and had to talk to Lou. But I want you to know and thank you for being such a wonderful source of comfort for me and wisdom and support. You've been so compassionate. We've shared troubles and trials and my health issues and things like that, and you've been so encouraging and supportive of me, and I always left our conversations feeling lighter and better and more hopeful. And so I wanted to interview you and talk about the source of your hope, because it seems like you have this halo around you, this glow. This glow, your halo's slipping. But this glow around you that is contagious, is this contagious joy and encouragement and love, and so I wanted to share with others and talk to you about the source of that,
Mm-hmm.
and where that comes from, and then how do you get it? So talk to me.
Well, you and I have just been talking for an hour, and I've told you so many stories,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just I think the people like to talk to me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I like to talk to people, and but people have problems. They have things that they just want to get off their chest, and they just don't have a source, a reception source, and that's where I fit in, and that's what I'm supposed to do. And I learned that one time when one of my neighbor people, when I was concerned about the way I lived my life with drinking and smoking and carousing, and the neighbor lady told me, I questioned why I was still here and why God hadn't taken me. And the neighbor lady, she was I forget what the word,
Missionary.
a missionary.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, well, Lou, she says, you love people. And she says, and people love you. And she says, God's got a place for you here on earth. And when he wants to take you, he will. But for the time being, she says, you're here for us. You're not here for you. So that one conversation I had, and I had many conversations with both her husband and her, and they were all always based on people and things you could do for people. And that's where I think I got more involved with people as time went on. So, but that was kind of the beginning, although I always did for others. Always did
Mhm.
for others.
Mhm.
So,
But that was sort of the catalyst that broke through the selfishness, that I think we all have, is that selfishness that says that, me. I'm living my life for me. But that was what broke that barrier of selfishness.
gave me confidence to
Yes.
be able to do that, actually.
Mhm.
And then I learned that from, as we talked, from the one minister's sermon,
Mhm.
when he said, God doesn't want you to run from trouble, he wants you to run at it.
Mhm.
And so, and he also said, if you're not capable, find somebody who is capable.
Mhm.
But don't let a problem fester.
Mhm.
If you see there's something that, can be helped with,
Mhm.
he wants you to take that responsibility.
Mhm.
So,
And you said too from that same sermon that, it said that if you can't handle a problem, find someone who can handle
right,
it.
yeah.
Tell me about that, that
Well,
concept.
Well, all I'm doing is I'm not running away from a problem. I'm at least taking steps to help that person or that problem. And I've had to do that a couple of times where I wasn't qualified to really ask the proper questions, or maybe they needed more help, or a professional help. And that's basically what that entailed. And I've done that a couple of times, and I certainly haven't made any appointments for them, but I've told them that they might want to talk to their minister, they may, that type of thing. So, but at least I've placed it. I haven't run away from it. I haven't forgotten it. I've just stuck right at it. And as a matter of fact, I'm in the middle of another one right now that I have to address, and it's been about 8 months. But it's time that I send out a letter or something to this person and see how things are going. So,
But see, I love that you're not afraid to encourage people, even if it's, hey, I see you're hurting, and I want you to know I care.
right.
And I think that is really, why I, have grown to love you and care about you. You're like this magnet, that is a hope magnet, and to be that when people come and talk to you, you don't just listen to someone's woes. You guide them to the truth, and you guide them out. It's different than someone just coming to you to complain. It's almost like people are drawn to you because you do have encouragement. There is a way out, and you share your encouragement and your hope with people. And I think that's what when you said that initial gate was open, and selfishness and ego just went out the window, and that you stayed humble, and you've accepted what that one woman had told you, that it's not about you, it's about others.
One of the things that probably the biggest key to any of this is I would, after I'd listened, then I would ask questions, and the next thing you know, they've solved their own problems, and I haven't told them to do anything.
Yeah.
I just questioned, well, what do you think about this, and well, what do you think about that? And then they do think about it, and then pretty soon they know what they should have done in the first place, so.
Where I have had so many difficult health challenges, and you just are there with a pat on the hand, and I love you, and you're not alone.
That was so much fun. Lou has been such an encourager for me, and I hope you have someone in your life that encourages you. Now, next week, I will be sharing how I share generosity with others through random acts of kindness. See you next week.